The Cold War began after World War II ended and made a global standoff that lasted for about 50 years. Imagine two schoolyard rivals, the United States and the Soviet Union, each leading their own group, but instead of competing over sports, they're fighting for influence over the world, with capitalism and communism as their flags. The seeds of this rivalry were planted by earlier events. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 ended World War I but left Germany in a tough spot, leading to economic trouble and unhappiness. This, combined with the worldwide Great Depression, made people question if there was a better way to run their countries, paving the way for leaders like Adolf Hitler in Germany and Joseph Stalin in the Soviet Union to rise to power with very different ideas about government and society. Fast forward to World War II's end, and the Allied victory sets up a new challenge. The United States wants to help Europe rebuild with the Marshall Plan, kind of like offering a helping hand to someone who's fallen down, while also ensuring countries don't fall under communism's influence. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union starts expanding its control, leading to standoffs like the Berlin Airlift, where the US literally flew in supplies to help Berlin's citizens survive a Soviet blockade. Culturally, Europe and the world were also in flux. People started questioning everything from who they were, existentialism, to what society expected of them, the Beat Generation. Think of it as a time when everyone was asking, who am I, and what's my place in the world? The end of the Cold War came with changes in the Soviet Union. Mikhail Gorbachev introduced glasnost and perestroika, or openness and restructuring, shaking things up in a system that hadn't changed much in decades. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the Soviet Union's breakup in 1991 were like the final scenes in a movie where the wall between two separated families is torn down and they're reunited at last. During this time, Europe saw a lot of changes. The baby boom meant more kids were born after World War II, and people moved around a lot, both within countries and from former colonies. The European Economic Community, EEC, was formed to make trading between European countries easier, helping everyone get rich together. The Cold War was like a long, tense drama with various subplots, political, cultural, and social, unfolding over decades. By breaking it down into more understandable parts, we can see how historical events, ideas, and influential figures shape this pivotal period in world history. What events, ideas, and people shape us now? Tell us in the comments, share to see what your friends think, like the video, and subscribe.